I'm probably like a freaking grown man when you see this. I'm still in high school right now, and whoa, this camera's tilted. When you see this, I'm actually going to be in. I'm not even going to be in college. This is going to be after college. Wow, dude, this is going to be crazy.
When your wallet rivals nations and your creativity knows no bounds, you don't just make headlines, you redefine them. In today's video, MrBeast's mind-blowing stunts turn spending into pure spectacle, leaving us all asking, wait, did that actually happen? When it comes to over-the-top stunts, MrBeast doesn't just dip his toes, he dives headfirst into the deep end. Case in point, spending $1.5 million on 5 actual military tanks. And what does one do with a fleet of tanks, you ask? Use them to rain down missiles on a whopping $500,000 in cash, naturally, because in Jimmy's world, blowing up money is just another Tuesday. This wasn't just a one-off tank obsession either. Jimmy's love affair with these armored beasts goes way back. Years ago, he celebrated the 4th of July in the most MrBeast way possible, Ubering people in a tank. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine ordering a ride on your app expecting a Prius and seeing a tank roll up instead. How do you even rate that on Uber? 5 stars for the novelty, but -1 for the lack of cup holders? Jimmy's sense of humor was in full swing that day, dressed for the occasion, and he cheerfully joked with passengers. Safe to say, his Uber passengers weren't just getting a lift. They were getting an once-in-a-lifetime story to tell their friends. And honestly, who else but MrBeast would think, you know what would really spice up a YouTube video? 5 tanks. Oh, and missiles. Lots of missiles. While the rest of us are Googling budget-friendly ways to celebrate, Jimmy is out here rewriting the definition of fireworks. Why settle for playing Minecraft on a screen when you can literally bring the game to life? That's exactly what MrBeast did, turning pixels into reality in the most over-the-top way imaginable. Over 2 months, Jimmy and his friends meticulously constructed a real-life Minecraft village, complete with 6 life-sized houses, scattered hay bales, and the craziest part, a massive creeper towering over the scene. But this wasn't your average creeper. Nope. This one was stuffed with real dynamite, because in MrBeast's world, go big or go boom. The project wasn't just impressive. It was a full-on engineering feat. The houses were painstakingly detailed to look like they were plucked straight from the game, and the village was so well crafted that you could almost hear the faint sound of chickens clucking in the distance. Total cost? Over $200,000. But in classic MrBeast fashion, this masterpiece wasn't meant to last. Its sole purpose? Complete destruction. With cameras rolling and everyone safely out of the blast zone, Jimmy gave the order. And then, just like in the game, the creeper hissed, before detonating in a spectacular explosion that leveled the entire village. Dirt, debris, and shattered dreams of Minecraft fans everywhere flew through the air. Why did he do it? Honestly, does he really need a reason? In the world of MrBeast, because I can is reason enough. Most people dream of flying first class just once in their lives. MrBeast? He skipped the whole seat upgrade phase and went straight to owning 3 identical private jets. All for the tidy sum of $7.5 million. But here's where it gets wildly unpredictable, as you'd expect from Jimmy. Owning 3 jets isn't just a flex, it's a MrBeast level flex, meaning each one had a uniquely absurd fate. Let's start with the first jet. It went out in a blaze of glory, quite literally. Jimmy decided to crash it for content, because naturally, why wouldn't you turn a multi-million-dollar aircraft into a pile of wreckage for YouTube? With his crew on board, don't worry, they were never in any danger. The jet made an epic controlled descent that had fans everywhere wondering, did he seriously just do that? Spoiler alert, yes he did. The second jet? That one got turned into the ultimate prize in a wild YouTuber competition. 10 creators had to keep their hands on the plane for as long as possible, enduring exhaustion, hunger, and maybe even second thoughts about the whole ordeal. After hours of grueling persistence, the winner YouTuber Harry aka Rodashaw claimed the jet. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, not exactly. Harry and his brother, realizing they didn't need a private jet, and probably didn't want to pay the sky-high taxes, sold it almost immediately. Thanks to Uncle Sam and the UK government, their $2.5 million prize shrank to just $1.4 million. Cue the inevitable internet uproar, with fans accusing Jimmy of pulling a scam. Classic Twitter drama. And the third jet? That one's still safely in Jimmy's hands, serving as his personal travel companion for globe-trotting adventures. It's already taken him to some of the most remote corners of the world, including Antarctica, Japan, and everywhere in between. Of course, Jimmy being Jimmy, it's not just about convenience, it's also a clever way to dodge airport chaos. As he once explained, one kid recognized me, and suddenly there were 200 people outside my hotel. Makes sense when you think about it? What's better than owning a house? Owning a house so unique, so bizarrely epic, that it's basically a shrine to your internet legacy? MrBeast and YouTuber Zach teamed up to transform an ordinary $400,000 home into an unforgettable MrBeast-themed masterpiece. And when I say masterpiece, I mean it in the wildest sense of the word. This wasn't just some casual repainting or a new couch. This was a full-blown explosion of creativity. First, let's talk about the Shrek mural. One of the walls was adorned with a giant painting of everyone's favorite green ogre, grinning down as if to say, "Get out of my swamp," or house. But that was just the beginning. Zach and his team of professional artists went all in, covering nearly every square inch of the home with custom designs. From walls decked out in MrBeast thumbnails to quirky furniture painted in Jimmy's signature colors. Even the kitchen was on theme, with MrBeast-inspired furniture and decor making every meal feel like a feast for a YouTube king. Jimmy's reaction when he saw the final product? Pure amazement. You could practically hear his brain short-circuiting as he wandered from room to room, taking it all in. "Wait, is that me on the wall?" he exclaimed. "Yes, Jimmy, it's you, everywhere." And while most people might have kept such a one-of-a-kind house as a quirky retreat or party pad, Jimmy had other plans. In true MrBeast fashion, he gave it away to a random subscriber. Most bosses give their employees perks like free coffee or casual Fridays. But when you're MrBeast, you think a little, okay, a lot bigger. Why settle for basic benefits when you can buy an entire neighborhood for $50 million and let your team live next door to your office? That's right. Jimmy didn't just create a workspace. He built an entire community that fans have lovingly dubbed Beastlandia. Imagine rows of houses, each one filled with MrBeast's employees, living just a short walk from his studio. Forget morning traffic, forgotten lunchboxes, or "I'll be late because of road construction" texts. This setup ensures everyone's always on time and just a stone's throw from where the magic happens. It's like a dream come true, except this dream includes meetings about blowing up trains or burying someone alive for a video. When most people think of coffins, they imagine something somber, simple, and not exactly built for comfort. But leave it to MrBeast to redefine the concept with his $1 million custom coffin, a contraption so advanced it deserves its own Netflix documentary. Why spend that much on a glorified box? Because Jimmy decided to do what no sane person would: spend an entire 7 days buried alive. This wasn't just any coffin. This was more like an underground studio apartment, meticulously designed to keep Jimmy alive, entertained, and relatively comfortable while buried beneath 20,000 pounds of dirt. Forget claustrophobia. This thing came decked out with cameras so the audience could see every moment of his subterranean adventure. There are also airflow systems to keep him breathing, and enough space to stretch out and chill. It's the Rolls-Royce of coffins, engineered to handle everything except, Jimmy deciding to break out midweek. The process of building this high-tech tomb wasn't exactly simple. Jimmy and his team spent weeks perfecting it, using some of the strongest materials on Earth to ensure it could handle the immense weight pressing down from above. He even admitted to testing it out beforehand, spending nights in his garage lying inside this futuristic coffin to make sure it was up to the challenge. Imagine peeking into someone's garage to find them casually testing a burial simulator. Peak MrBeast energy right there. Inside, the coffin was surprisingly cozy, or at least as cozy as an underground chamber can get. Jimmy had a camera to chat with viewers, snacks to keep him fueled, and enough room to sort of relax, while the reality of being buried alive, slowly set in every moment of his stay, was broadcast to his audience letting fans experience the claustrophobia, the boredom, and the occasional existential crisis alongside him. And the price tag? A cool $1 million, but when you're MrBeast, spending that much to film a one-of-a-kind video is just another day in the office. It's not just content, it's an experience. One that blurs the line between insanity and sheer genius. By the end of the 7 days, Jimmy emerged from his dirt cocoon like a YouTube butterfly, gasping for fresh air and probably a much-needed shower. The coffin itself? Who knows? Maybe it's sitting in his garage, ready for the next wild idea. One thing's for sure, when Jimmy commits to content, he takes it to a whole new level, and in this case, that level was 6 feet under. From blowing up Minecraft villages to gifting private jets, MrBeast has redefined what it means to be a YouTuber. Love him or hate him, you can't deny the sheer audacity and heart behind his crazy spending habits. What will he spend his fortune on next? Only time and Jimmy's wallet will tell.